Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you and demonstrate a new version of my mousetrap. It's an electronic capacitive sensitive mousetrap, and it works by picking up the capacitance of the mouse's head when he comes near the bait. You put a peanut on this plate. Just turn it on the side there so you can see it. Okay. So the mouse doesn't actually have to touch it. He just has to come about, a quarter of an inch from that plate, and that's enough to trigger it. And the reason for this trap is to overcome sensitivity issues with some of the older mechanical traps that rely purely on the mouse's weight. A lot of times the mouse will get away. I had one that got away 17 times, and that's what sort of led me to develop this trap. So what I've done in this version, some of the older versions had a whole box and all kinds of stuff. It's just a lot bigger and a lot more time to build and cost to make. So this one, it has a circuit board right here, and this is just sort of a prototype, but it is the goal on this prototype was to get everything on this board. Okay, and I got a little bracket that mounts the motor, and it's screwed onto the circuit board, and there's this elastic band holding this capacitor on, because I still need to shrink the board a bit, but it does fit on, and it does fully function. And this wire here, okay, so these wires will all be cleaned up later, and you won't even probably see most of them. This wire here I'm going to have go to these are CR2035 batteries, and I have two of them together. Okay, it may work with one, but it'll probably work a little better with two. So I've ordered some little battery cases with a switch, and this will all be put on here somewhere on the side, or I don't know exactly where yet, but the board can be shrunk like probably 90% down, because this is all through hole parts. So if I go to surface mount, it'll be very small. So essentially what we do here to load the trap is this little button, this little lever here. Okay, it's attached to a gear motor. Okay, you can see it moves, okay, back and forth. Well, it's grooved out of here, so this catch lever is going to go in here. Okay, so I will set this trap, and then I will show you how it works. Okay, so I'm going to load this trap. Normally I'm going to put some razor, little piece of wood here, just so I can get my finger under this bar a little easier. So it makes it a little easier, but I haven't finished it yet. So you can see I just loaded it down, you see. So it's pretty much, okay, yeah, it's loaded. Okay, so trap is loaded. You can see how it's kind of engaged there. I'll show you it from the other side. You see? So it just kind of hooks in there, eh? And now, how do we fire it? Well, give me a second. I'm going to grab my gimmick mouse. So my mouse, I don't have a real mouse to try on here right now, but a mouse is mostly consists, like the human body, it's a lot of moisture in our bodies, right? I think we're made of 80% water. Okay, so the only thing on this is just, this can run on a 9-volt battery, a 12-volt battery, or whatever, because this has a built-in regulator on here. Circuit really only needs about 2 to 3 volts, but the capacitor needs about 3.5 to work. So anything around 3.5 or over is really better. And so I chose to go with 2 of these batteries in, because I don't have a holder in series, so it gives me 6 volts. These are lithium CR2032 batteries. So I'm going to connect them to alligator leads here, just so they are attached. And so let's see if so it's just a kind of a gimmick attachment. It's not the final thing, but just to show you proof of concept that everything sort of fits together. So my battery is now attached to the, as you can see, I've just got it on, it's on the, see, it's on the alligator leads. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it there. So right now it's actually on, believe it or not. And so this trap potentially should fire. It takes maybe, I don't know, 5-10 seconds. I haven't timed it exactly to charge up the cap. Doesn't take too long. And then I'm going to use, this is my gimmick mouse, so I used a piece of bunch of crumpled up paper in tinfoil. The paper alone isn't sensitive enough doesn't get enough capacity to trigger the metal pad. So I've used it, I put tinfoil because it does have more capacity. And so this is, let's pretend that's a mouse. So right now I'm touching the carpet here. So I'm going to come up a little bit so I'm not really touching the pad exactly. So here's the mouse trying to get his bait. See? Oh, there we go. So it fired, and that's essentially it. I'll do it from the side view now so you can see it a bit more, how high I am with that paper. Again, this isn't the best photographic setup, but I'm going to try to hold this thing. Oops. Okay, see, I gotta try to see if I can hold it on the side here. Hold on for a second, so I don't engage it really. Let's make sure it's down. Okay, I think she's down. So I'm trying to get you to see from the side how high I am from the plate. So here's Mr. Mouse, right? There we go. That's probably about a quarter of an inch, I guess. So that's my demo of this new trap, and I'm pretty excited about it because I think I can manufacture these pretty cheap, and this should increase reliability a lot on these traps. So hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.